All right, guys, welcome on board. It's a good evening, almost 7:42 in Kenya. So welcome on board, welcome community to Edutainment for Us, and you are free to chat, you're free to tell us about the topic. Oh my God. I forgot about the reflection in the computer anyway, guys. Forgive me for that. So, guys, we are back to Nyabohanse, the village that shits as we eat, right? Dimwango said that if they don't cheat, we can't eat. So we are there, back to back, right? Woto. So, I've seen about 3 different videos here, though I didn't have time to watch everything they had to shit. But at least I've picked some shit from their videos here and there, guys. Of course, David Jr. always winning, taking a big race in the surprise to the villagers with Brian and Murimi. Unboxing lots of goodies from USA, right? And we are here with Marwa and the beloved sister, Embrace. Is it Embrace? Right. Yeah, with her BMW doing her thing. So, of course, having visited the uncle, is it the uncle or the aunt? Today, I don't know why I'm messy. Yeah. So, visiting the aunt and offering the lessons and the budget. Of course, she said the aunt means a world to her, and she had to buy some budget, regardless of being very broke. You know, sometimes I ask you people, when you are rich, I think being broke is not equal to when you are that poor man. Poor men, when we say we are poor, indeed we are poor. Our pockets are hollow. You can't get anything from it, even if you scratch. But Dimwango, when she says she's broke, I think she has still some dollars on the account, and she just does it to inspire her team to do something. So guys, don't leave her alone. Keep up doing some things. Surprise her for the birthday, guys. You know, for your love. Continue hitting the road. So Ikogo Consult, hi, welcome on board and thank you for being here. Hi. How are you? It's a nice evening. I'm doing this vlog from somewhere outside, you know, and that is why you can actually see the kind of that kind of look. But no worry. Ego Consult, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, and thank you for your love. I really appreciate your presence here. You can tell us where you are tuning in from, which country maybe. Ikoji. Is it Ikoji or Ikojo Consult? Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and for the like. I really appreciate that. So today during the around 13:10 there, I did a live stream just walking by the streets. It is what it is. Content creators, that is our world. You walk around, you talk alone, and people will be surprised. Oh, so Ikojo Consult tells me from Kenya. I really appreciate. Karibu sana here. Shan, hi girl. I don't know whether Shan is a lady or gentleman. Forgive me for that, but I'm so fine. Karibu sana to the board and welcome. You can contribute towards the topic actually. I'm doing well. I'm so happy for your presence. I'm so happy for your likes. And I'm also appreciative for considering my channel. All right. Shan tells me a girl. All right. Big sister or small sister. I don't know. But thank you, sister, for being here. Okay. Thank you so much. I'll protect myself all the time. And I appreciate your contribution, your love for me here, because one day we may meet somewhere, I don't know, but I always thank you so much for subscription, Shan, and I really appreciate your presence. And I can see about 11 people there. You can chat, because once you chat and make friends on this platform, you never know. This world is a very big world, but one day you may be walking around and you meet somebody. And the people you think they are haters, they are not haters at all. We just talk about these things because we want to create fun, edutainment, we want to educate, inform, and, The camera, it's not the camera slicks. Even if I wipe, it's not the camera. It's only that I'm outside. I'm giving people, some space to do some other stuff. So it's not the camera actually. And I hope that as we'll be showing the screen, you'll see the reality, guys. So it's just that I'm doing under some light. But okay, Diana Kaluki, welcome. I hope you're from Kenya too. Today, Wakenya mmeniamulia. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for your presence. And I really appreciate. If there is any Jamaica in the house, Wagwan. Okay. All right. We'll help each other, of course. Whenever I meet anybody who is in need and in a position to do anything, then I do it, right? So Shan, I really appreciate your comment here. I appreciate your presence. Diana, Kaluki, Shan, Slike, who else? Ikoji Consult. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so you can keep chatting and maybe communicating to each other. All right, so we've done the wiping of the camera. And Shan, I really appreciate your comments. Igojo Consult said, everyone support edutainment. I really appreciate that effort. Actually, when you do that, you help us to move on and on. And guys, when I was taking on Nyabohanse, these people create a lot of drama, and we keep talking about them because the drama around them is not stopping today or tomorrow, guys. Matiko drops one bomb, Marwa comes with another. Dimwango drops another bomb, Murimi comes with another, right? So, I'm telling you, Jaden, David, oh, Shan is saying I'm using the last percentage to watch you and bundles. I hope one day I'll be here now just supporting those who need my help. I really wish so. Once YouTube starts behaving, because I am about, I'm missing about 790 watch hours. I don't know how I'll get to that, but I know through your support, I really trust you. People will help me get there. Just about 790 watch hours and I'll be there. Jaden, is it yeah, it's Jaden David. Thank you so much, Wakenya. Asante sana for the support. People have been saying that Wakenya were supportiani, but I'm seeing Kenyan support is on another level, It's on another level, guys. So I really appreciate that, guys. Asante sana for your love. Great to see you here. All right. So while watching the Nyabohanse stuff, the first drama I saw, Joseph Njuguna, karibu sana. Karibu. All right. Joseph Njuguna has been watching me often, and I really appreciate. Jaden David is also here. Shan, we've had Sky Girl, Slick Six, and Ikoji Consult. Thank you so much. All right. So let's start our discussion. I hope so many people will be coming in the house, and I appreciate for that. When you just start a live stream and you have that large following, it's such a pretty moment. You smile all the way as you go through the analysis, guys. So I always come here as a critic. I look for the gaps sometimes, and I also talk about matters just as I think they should be. And it is within my opinion that I always do that. Maybe somebody else has a different opinion. You're free to air here. You are free to do so, because my opinion may not always be your opinion, right? Now, today I saw Gintu. Guys, if you always watch Nyabohanse stuff, I saw Gintu. And what did Gintu do? Okay, Shan, I'm from the Luya culture. Luya culture, guys. Right? But I've worked in this country. I've been in Garissa. I've been in Coast, that's Mombasa, Taita. I have been in Ukambani, so I understand the Kitui culture. I also have a lot of Meru friends, guys, Shan. I have a lot of Meru friends wale wanatoka Maua, kule Maua, and I've been there. I also have a friends from Mount Kenya, kutoka pale Kirinyaga, kutoka Kiambu. I have a lot of friends from Nyanza. I have friends from the Kisii areas and also from, all over the places, right? So big up, big up, big up to you. Kenya is large, but one people, one love, right? Yeah, wagwan. All right. So, Gintu, Lucy, welcome on board. Welcome. So I saw Gintu having said that Marwa ordered goons to attack him when visiting the accused thief. Of course, you know the story of Brian. Brian has finally become a cowcash in one way or the other. So donators are coming and they are going to do much for this boy. And of course, at first, Marwa had dismissed him and had said that he doesn't want anything to do with him. But when people pushed him, one of the supporters or rather subscribers told Marwa, you have to mind that boy. It became his business now. Though he's saying that he wants the boy in school for 2 years before the boy can be allowed into his home. But guys, you can see the smoke, yeah? Those who understand the smoke, mnaelewa guys. Tukiongea about smoke is about a source of income, guys. Yeah. So let's get to talk about the goons. Who are these goons and why is Gintu supposed to be attacked? So let's listen to him because I didn't actually get to understand the gist of the story. Lucy, big up to you. Welcome here and thank you so much for your support. Always, sister. I hope you're fine abroad. And maybe it's now turning daytime for you. I'm not so sure. Yeah, so let's turn to Gintu and listen to him just a little bit.
How is it and this kind of the village? We understand it because I want to be studying and understanding. Whenever I'm going to be coming here, I should understand how many children. Hi, how are you? You are good? I see you. Uko fiti? What's your name? Joseph. The wrong.
I want to skip that part.
So guys, when I come to this kind of an absolute manner, you can now understand what is it. So I'm just arrived at this kind of the place. You can see how the zone is and how it's just at this kind of the point. And I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to be checking the person who's just living here. I've identified the most poverty area. The most thing I can just talk about is how...
All right. Lucy tells me the specific point because I was looking for, 17, but I'm 1755.
Still, much of the people are existing with this kind of, right now, the bigger hotels are the ones that are going to be talking about using this kind of
1755, that is where I am. So in fact, I've gone up to 18 till.
Such kind of a way. But with this kind of the life, we're going to be talking about something which is a little bit not well-being. So we're going to be coming to this kind of the zone. He's trying to build. Who is the owner here? Hello?
Okay, Lucy gave me 1755, but I'm trying to check and I'm seeing something very different there because Gintu is focusing on the construction of the house. But this part of attacking, the attack by the goons, maybe you let me know as we proceed. Because I was checking, at the beginning he was talking about something else before.
Cannot put a cucumber that it has been erected. You can find that sometimes it's very hard for him not to understand. Lowering the dignity of that boy because the video has to be there. What about when the boy will be becoming a very big man? Do you think that those videos will not come out and talk about, will it be occurring? Talk about right now, as we are right now. Out a video of the congrats dad as he was doing some of the stupid things in Kisii and talk about now you see. So how are these kind of the children talk about Marwa, Dimwango, David Jr. and Komo? They are going to take such kind of a whole scenario. So sometimes they have to think, and when we are coming to rectify such kind of the pogromism and such kind of the stupidity, they think about, Gintu is attacking us, Gintu is doing whatever. We are not being bothered, and we will make it and press it each and every time.
So guys, what I understand from this video is that Gintu is sharing how when he comes out revealing some things about the Ondari, of course, Marwa, Dimwango, or anybody in the village, The shenanigans that surround whatever he says is that he's attacked and he's treated as a hater. Of course, even some of us, when we react, some people come there and say, can you give positive reaction? And I wonder, how can you do a critical analysis of something and only appraise it and say, yeah, the book is good, you wrote a book, you're going to sell it, it's giving information. I don't think I've done literature, and literature does not tell me I should do that. Even you, if you realize that you are watching my vlogs and there is something I'm doing that is not right, just tell me. Don't keep cheating me that everything I'm doing is well. Just make a correction. And of course, we see sometimes when I'm doing the vlogs, maybe somebody tells me something. It helps me to improve in the next video, right? So when Gintu comes within this village and begins to pour the negatives that happen around. For example, in this particular one, it was shaming this boy, the one who was found having stolen. And of course, we've done a lot of videos. I don't want to go back to that because you can check my videos and see the kind of recommendations. Now, of course, the boy, I really appreciate the one subscriber who saw on Marwa's channel and saw that he did not deserve to be blacklashed. He deserves another chance, right? He's a young boy, being an orphan who's grown up with a grandmother only, and he does not have support from parents. He only has extended family. He may have missed on a lot, and no wonder he became a delinquent, a boy that ran out of school and began stealing around, right? Yeah, so finally, after the subscriber now wills to give help, Marwa has turned that into a cow cash. So now he's asking, if anybody wants to do this, bring it on. If you want to do this, bring it on. And of course, he's the one who will be coming around and announcing what has been offered, then taking videos. Now, this boy has turned into a cowcash because many videos will be surrounding him. Now, he's moving from one video to 2 videos a day, right? He has always been doing one. But now he has promised he will be doing 2 videos. One on Brian, another one on the village and his villa. So now he's expanding his territory so that he will not repetitively do this. Now, this is what I always say. When you see something happening, there is a good reason for it. And you should not brush it away. You know, in our families, we have people sometimes who do not actually do what we want. Do we brush them away? No. In Kiswahili, they always say, mtoto akinyelea kipaji akikatwi, right? If a child actually ruins your skin, maybe in one way or another, you don't cut it, right? So that young man has been turned into now a producer of content for Marwa. So Marwa is going to be making content all the time. And of course, even those who are trying to say that they are going to report his channel will not win over, because he will say he was doing that to support him. And he will even make that boy to write a letter of consent and say that he agrees to have him videotaped because he's getting the assistance. So in fact, even those who are trying to make an effort of reporting that channel, I saw somebody like Guasho, was it Guasho? They may not win, because once this boy and the family have been put on the limelight and they are being assisted, what do you think? And I saw the home was very desperate. When you look at the grandmother, you look at that boy that is now going to be closely helping the boy and everybody else, I think it's a different story now. So in fact, those who are willing to report should just stop it. So Gintu goes ahead and complains about Marwa and says that people are now calling him a hater. A hater is a common word, guys. Be used to it. It's just like being called, being called human being, man, woman. So it's just like any other word. So be used to it, Gintu. I don't know why you should even complain. As you put on the t-shirt, let's read this. The t-shirt reads, today is today, but tomorrow is another day. Take it easy. Take it easy, Gintu. Because even if goons have been hired, as long as you are informed, protect yourself. Be protected. Stay safe. You know? Now, guys, do you know that Marwa Marwa has decided to mock this Matiko family. It's unfortunate that sometimes when you are rich, a lot of people may support you. They'll come out and say, yeah, he will win. He wins over. You know, it's just like even a pastor can be robbing the congregation, telling them, give everything, give everything. And some people give even their salaries, including everything, and even land. You've seen this situation in this church. This church by who? Hey, you people remind me, there is a church in Kenya whereby when you join, half of your salary goes to the church. Half of your time goes to the church. When you close for holidays, if you are at work, you have to go for camping. And the pastor tells you, don't love wealth. But he himself is driving, let's say, state-of-art car. He's staying in a very cozy house. He can spend in the biggest hotel. He has a whole fleet of vehicles whenever he's holding a crusade. You may think he's another president of another nation, right? He has a lot of security, but he tells his people, security is in God. You preach water and you take wine. That is Marwa for you. For the least time I've watched, Marwa preaches water but takes wine, right? If you get what I'm saying. And don't think I'm attacking. I don't know him personally. I don't hate him. But sometimes I just wonder. I wonder about some things he does. You know? Like now, see this. He has bought land to create a road to the Dimwango's place. And then they have to keep talking about it. He has to go and take a thumbnail from the door, the road that was closed. He has now to insist that Matiko, the old man, should fully close the road if at all he has stopped Ondari's family from crossing over. Yet, he is claiming that the road he has bought, he will not use it with everybody. Now, I want you to listen to this. In fact, there is a specific point he was saying. If the neighbor will not will to give land, then they should not expect to use that land. This part, let's just watch here. We had to deal with the neighbor and tell him to give some part of the land. If he doesn't give, then he shouldn't use this road. That is what he said, right?
Before I end this, we are. But as I told you, I'll be giving you Brian's video like today. Give you a regular video like this, and then I go back to Brian's story.
Have you got it? Got it? So Maru will be giving you a story about Brian today, and then tomorrow he goes back to his own stuff, and he continues with his premiers. So the boy has turned into content. But Maru at first has rejected him and had said, I don't want anything to do with you. So I don't know what has suddenly changed. And he has told the boy that you will not step in my compound until 2 years. You know? He has also told the boy, go to school and settle. Of course, that is something good. But then, if this boy will never step a foot in his villa, where will they be taking videos? From his home? From that desperate home? So he knows that people will be sympathizing and giving more donations. Of course, if you are the custodian, you will hold some. And you will attract more people, will give more, you know. That is automatic, don't we know? I don't actually envy him because, of course, it is his platform and he's doing his course. But that is what I said. Sometimes these people tell us, I work 3 hard, but they only have sly ways of surviving, right? Now let's go back to this video and see where he is talking about the neighbor. The neighbor and the road.
We want to go here and show them what to do.
Yeah.
You know. Nisukume kabisa. Angalia, hii muti ndikwe mwisho. Yes. Hata ningejua ningeleta kengore. But you guys are still okay. So see, this land belongs to my dad. He has given out all this part here, all the way up. This neighbor gave a little, but we will deal with him. as everything goes. Uchunge rafiki yangu.
Guys, at this point, Marwa says that the neighbor gave just a little portion, but they'll deal with him. And of course, he had mentioned earlier that if the neighbor would not have given that piece, he would not use that road. So what is the difference between Matiko and Marwa then? I don't see the big difference here.
One, we can even squeeze everything to your land. Of course. But
here.
Corner is a little bit
Hey.
down to create a corner. Yeah, make it a curve. A curve. Otherwise, the tipper cannot turn. Yeah. Imagine, uncle, every day we wake up, we are making roads, we are doing this. Is a struggle over struggle. Yes. And then these roads, the people who are against them. Murapeleka huko. Asante. Umeleta ngapi? Haya, sawa. Haya.
I like it when we order for the materials, we order one.
Yeah. It's very good. Mura, unaona hii distance? This distance from this tree to that post is the same distance I want from this last post there up. Okay? This, I think here is short. Yeah, because also he's contributing. Look, you are giving all that side. Right. My dad is giving all this junk. The other one I've spent money to buy. Right. If he doesn't want, we can even squeeze everything to your land. Of course. But nothing wrong with that. But he will never use this road. Even as we have to be tough. Yes. Because sometimes people don't want to see the need. No. And you see, he started constructing. Yeah. So
So guys, you realize that in this village is competition after competition, rivalry after rivalry. So and so is constructing, so we have to block the road. So and so is also bringing materials, so they should know which road to use. So and so will be using this road, so they must contribute toward the road. Now I wonder, because if Ondari is a sub-chief and we have a chief, why should they not inform, educate each other on the worth or value of the road, and then make a communal contribution towards the roads instead of making a lot of noise, pointing fingers, labeling each other, going about and making content about it. We are tired about this content on roads, right? I feel like I'm tired about this content on the roads, but it is what it is. They bring it here, we watch, and we have to comment about it. But it feels so tedious, like a broken record, right? When we keep talking about these roads in Nyabohanse, that will not come to an end. And if Dimwango and that is Marwa have decided to make a road, if they feel somebody is not cooperating and they block them, why can't they just do that and wait until that time and block them instead of now warning, threatening, trying to boast, and use all the sarcasm around? Of course, if they have the money to buy all the lands, as Marwa has said, let them keep buying the lands, because will we stop them? We won't stop them, because they feel like if you buy all the lands on earth, then you are making a permanent inheritance for your family. I wish these guys knew that the best way, because in my thought, guys, let me just share something. I have seen the best way to avoid huge fights in the village. The best way is to buy land where you are not born. Go to a different zone, buy land from there, develop it, fence it with a big wall fence like this one right ahead of me. Like this fence here. Fence it with the biggest fence possible, right? Once you fence it like that, you can sit around your home and nobody will bother you. But still, you will still need people though. Instead of actually having fights, I don't know why on Daris, the entire family decided to buy land just within Nyabohanse and construct. And that is one of the worst mistakes they did, because I feel like the conflicts with these neighbors might have started long ago. And we hear sometimes Marwa saying that they saw me grazing cattle and they always want me to remain as that. So they are envious about my situation. When they saw me now becoming better with the YouTube and having visitors. Now, if he bought in a different place where strangers are, would he have the same complaints? Because, guys, I don't understand. If you have money and you can go to a different zone and buy land, you know, Nyabohanse itself, what is so good in Nyabohanse? When I look around, I don't see that there is a lot of potential. Maybe they are talking about the border and all that, but don't we have a village close to Nyabohanse that Marwa should have bought land in? And then, once he buys, he fences. He puts a large wall, and then he builds his villa, and then he starts his company in peace. The same should apply to Dimango. Dimango could have gone to a different place and bought land instead of buying from this drunkard, then build her decent house and do her things. And of course, we couldn't see these many conflicts arising. Another thing is that these people believe so much in the villa, and they are, of course, having to waste a lot of time buying the roads and all that. But what if, because they have enough money, what if they went to a place that is already accessible and bought plots? You can buy 3 plots, 4 if you want, and then the other farm, you just do the farming. You farm there your maize, bring to your home, but you stay away from that village, so that we don't have a lot of shenanigans, a lot of drama surrounding the mother, Concrete mom, I don't know Machete man, I don't know Gintu, I don't know the Chris the Great, I don't know Ernesto, it goes to Masubo one, and all that. To avoid a lot of conflicts in life, sometimes you have to make hard decisions. And part of the hard decisions which I see, Marwa, Devi Jr., and Dimango could have decided to buy their land elsewhere away from Nyabohanse because they have money. And once they do that, they can develop that part and then begin to invite their guests. Then those guests would buy again from the same place, and they would form a different community far from Nyabohanse. But I don't understand the reason why they stuck in Nyabohanse, including Dimango herself. Yeah? And they had to buy land here so that they continue surviving around and fighting with a lot of people, you know. Now, currently, from their utterances, they are ready for a fight because they are saying that the road they are constructing, they don't want to see some people using it. So then this village becomes a village of drama forever. Drama forever. You are born, you are told. Do you know, when you grow up, don't allow so and so to use this road, because they blocked us from the road. And so, let's just check here.
Yeah. And thank God we bought these lands. If we didn't buy these lands, hey, we would have seen fire. They can use it. Imagine, they would have said no, and there's nothing you can do. No. But you see, we are buying, and we'll keep buying. Yes. Otherwise, you know.
They bought and they'll keep buying, right? Reggae continues. Reggae, nothing can stop reggae. Now, Marwa comes up with a statement and says that surveyors are coming to this zone and they are going to create roads. They will have to pass in anyone's farm and you will not stop them, which I think is a good idea if surveyors are coming. I don't know why they delayed, because a place that has title deeds actually has a clear road, and if you sell land, you must provide a road. I've never seen a situation whereby somebody sells to you land and it is landlocked. Never should you buy land that is landlocked. If you are here and listening to me, when you buy any road to someone, the first thing when you're buying land from someone, watch if there is a road. And if there is none, ask the owner, where is my road? Involve the surveyors will help you to see the road, because the surveyors always have a way to know this is where the road should go. And immediately you are buying, that is when you have to sort land problems, because people change. When you are buying, they are friendly because they have your cash. After some time, they become enemies because they see what they lost, right? Those are facts that anybody, including Marwa, I believe they should know. So I've seen them really go through a harder time. but they are now becoming bitter, and now they are throwing tantrums and sarcasm around. And of course, some of the subscribers who are obsessed just go with the vibe and they say, yeah, now they are watching and they are feeling jealous. Guys, these people have more than what we see. That is what I believe. They show some things on camera, but there is a lot hidden behind the camera. Because if someone can actually come and brag about, we are going to block for people, we are going to do this and this, when on the other hand, they expected that the Maticos would just let the road be used. And from that meeting, Matikos clearly said that he just created the road for his own purpose. Now, for them, they are also creating this road for their own purpose. So should they also play the same game that Matikos did by blocking people from using it? Because it's like they're just doing what Matikos did, or they are planning to do the same. So what is the difference between them and Matiko? Or is it only for the situation that I am in this situation, so it's good for me, and so was in the same situation, it's not good for them? Anyway, let's go to this other part. We are seeing Marwa actually complaining. There is a part whereby there is a fence. Mara is complaining that the guy has fenced poorly. Here. Oh, the advertisements. Save me from this. All right.
The fence, you put 2 feet in. So from here, so that if there is the cheaper comes and it's slippery, at least. So they come and put outside. Now something like this, how would you explain? How can you explain to someone? How can you explain to someone? Mark is there and they are putting a fence in. What is that? What is that?
All right. Dimwango calls them enemies of progress. My wish is that these people should sort their problems away from camera. They should actually report and actually come together and have a memorandum of understanding and decide to solve issues in a professional way. Because when they do that on camera and complain, tomorrow another content creator from Nyabohanse comes and creates content on the same, they bring about the honor and they begin to say, Marwa said this, Dimwango was here, Juju was here. So it becomes a whole drama. And that is why we keep talking about Nyabohanse and people are like, don't you have any other content? We have other contents, but the other place is not as dramatic as Nyabohanse. Nyabohanse shenanigans are just too much. Too much fire around this place, you know. Now let's
because they don't see themselves bringing tippers here and they ask themselves, where will we pass?
Yeah, guys, so the disconnection issue, guys. Anyway, we are back from back to back, guys. So I was thinking in my thought, these people should find a permanent solution to their problems. However, I don't know whether somebody said that the people in Nyabohanse are just working together and they only cloud chase. I'm not so sure. But it seems so because I don't see why they create a lot of drama. But then the Matiko and Ondari family, I think they are on another level. I think maybe as they say, maybe when Marwa, Dimwango and David Jr. made it in life, even though Ondari was a very close friend to Matiko in past, somehow, maybe they have their own enmity, which arose from jealousy, as they say. But then, as I'm saying, the best solution would have been having Marwa, Dimwango, and David Jr. doing their developments elsewhere, away from Nyabohanse. But I can't decide for them anyway. So, this is what Marwa had to say.
See a road, meaning that you don't want to see when your kid drive a car.
No, they don't have that sense of ability.
They don't see that coming.
And the thing is that,
Yes, son.
they're not going to live here forever.
Go to heaven.
Make it easier. Make it easier.
Ah, my goodness. So, Jamaican uncle says that, what, yeah, man, you want to use this road for just a while, and there you can go. And then Marwa says, yes, the reality is that all of us will go to heaven, sure. And I'm like, are you sure that Marwa, all of us will go to heaven? Or is it blasphemy? That is blasphemy because not everyone will go to heaven. Even in the Bible, they say some people will go to heaven while others will go to hell. So when Marwa says that all of us will die and go to heaven, sure, it's like just a simple mathematics, which is so easy. We can go to heaven based on what we did on earth. What exactly did we do? You know? If you are scamming, if you are doing any shenanigan, we are not so sure that we are headed there. God forgive anyway. God forgive, because He's a forgiving God. He's not like human beings. He's not that judgmental, right? Guys, so let's turn to the Yemen. Yemen was willing to give even 12 feet in his piece of land. When Marwa said we could squeeze that road on your side, and it is what it is, then they will not use it. He said, Yomon. After all, he's a foreigner. He has packs and packs of money, and he has come to retire in Kenya. So he's eating pension slowly by slowly. He's not even in a hurry to build a villa here. I don't know how long it will take for him to build a villa so that when he comes, he rests his body in his own home and he doesn't have to please people for whatever reason. All right. So these people had to walk up to the end of that road where they blocked. And there was a very hot discussion there that was sarcastic, very sarcastic.
No, it's racist. That's how you define nothing, uncle. Nothing, uncle.
Now,
Nothing.
uncle, when those people who live there, they want to come
Yes,
and they
yes.
have cars, how will they pass? Now today we said he'd rather then block it until here, so that we know there's no road for
For
anyone.
anyone.
End of the road.
Now, Dimwango is willing to go block that road. And I was like, are you blocking the road for who now? Because the owner should be the one to block. Unaona uchokozi, the way it happens in Kenya. It's like when we were in school, you know? When we were in school, have you ever seen? Maybe, let me give an example here. Did you ever see in school where you are being provoked by somebody? That is actually what Marwa is doing and Dimwango. They are going to provoke Matikos and they want to be the ones to now close the road. They are the ones now who want to close the road. They don't want the Matikos to close it themselves. And they are feeling so bad that people are still using that road even though they were blocked. You know? So Dimwango and Marwa seems to be feeling very bad that even though the road was blocked, there are still some people who are using it. Because at the beginning of the video, let me just know, the minute here is 48:25, right? So here.
This is a whole road. Everybody passes here.
Here, right there.
And then they come
This
and
man
block
here.
it.
Here.
Imagine.
They're blocked here.
Huyu angalia kijana anakuja na panga. Look, they put here and the road keeps going on. The road keeps going on.
The road keeps going on.
Eh,
From up,
let's see what this guy with the machete is. He's been one of the guy who has been arrested. Guys, can you imagine? They put something here. Right in the middle of the road.
Marwa is even scared that there's a boy coming, maybe he has the machete. And the old man here comes out also.
Mzee, habari yako? Uliamua uweke katikati hapa. Me, I ask, I'm asking. But I'm just asking because he's the one who fixed it here. Imagine. But we'll still do our thing. Haya mzee. Mungu akusaidie. Let's go, Uncle Mo. So, guys.
it shocks there's nothing that has been destroyed.
No, nothing. Nothing. I'm gonna get the car.
If he wants to block, then let him block till the farthest end. So we know.
He says he wants to block up to there.
I
Tutaenda kotini na hii video. Tutaenda kotini na hii video. Nobody passes. He says he wants to increase. Lakini I'm saying we will go to court with this video. Yeah. My friend.
Hey. That is sarcasm of the highest order. So this Dimwango went to provoke this guy alongside Maro. Of course, they were talking from there, and it's just near the gate. They knew very well that Matiko, the old man, would come out, and then they will provoke him. Did you see how they laughed at his face and told him that he can now block up to the entire road so that he doesn't have even where he himself can pass, you know? And so that is actually provoking somebody for a fight, because if this man was someone like the young boys, they could engage in another fight so that they get another case to pin on him and take him to court. Because I don't see, when somebody has blocked a road and you have bought another for your own purposes and you are settled, why the hell would you again go up to their gate, take pictures and say we are going to court with this video? Yet, when the meeting was there in the village, Marwa disappeared to Nairobi to pick Rosho. Dimwango also disappeared, claiming that she's going to Poland. And she ended up in Nairobi, then Mombasa, then came back to Nairobi. Do you see the shenanigans? So you people who defend Dimwango and say that she has no issues, she's going, God is blessing her. If God blesses you, you should be the humble person. You should be very humble. You should make other people to understand what you are doing. And also pray for them that God opens their brain. But what they are doing here is not godly. Coming to provoke this old man and make him come out of his house, then they begin mocking him, is not actually godly. You cannot challenge me in that. You cannot. The reality is that what they are doing, all of them, they are just using narrow brains, narrow-minded. Because one thing, if once I define you as an enemy, or I define you as an enemy of progress, I have nothing to do with you. I cannot even approach you. I cannot even admire anything that belongs to you. I cannot want to be close to you. And they saw videos on what was decided in the meeting. So why should they come here and provoke this old man and laugh at him and now tell him that we have videos? Dimwango walks away, then comes back after the old man goes back to his house. They ask him funny questions. Did you hear that? I'll replay it for those who didn't get it.
Nothing. Imagine. They put something here.
Let's watch this again.
Imagine, guys.
That is Matiko coming out of his home because he's had them. The boy was arrested, passes with machete. Listen at the contagious laughter by Dimwango that amazes the subscribers.
But we'll still do our thing. Haya mzee. Mungu akusaidie. Let's go, Uncle Mo.
And they didn't go. They came back to mock.
It's shocked there's nothing that has been destroyed.
No, nothing. Nothing. I'm gonna get the car.
If he wants to block, then let him block till the market ends. So we don't get blocked.
He says he wants to block up to there.
Achari mpaka Hanuiga. Njia is blocked for.
Tutaenda kotini na hii video. Tutaenda kotini na hii video.
Nobody passes.
He says he wants to increase. Lakini I'm saying we will go to court with this video.
Hey, so guys, these are literate fellas who claim that they have no shenanigans at all in Nyabohanze. Okay, some people may say that maybe blocking the road was wrong, which I don't also advocate for. But then I wonder, why did they not turn up for the meeting? The village meeting would have solved everything. They would have agreed. Now that they have bought on the other side, what was so wrong with giving some little money to this old man? Then they create a road here that was already there. But see, all of them are proud. Then there is an enmity that we don't understand. See, as content creators, we don't understand that enmity that is hidden. There is a hidden agenda between Ondari's family and this old man's family, right? So that enmity is not very clear to us, and we'll never understand it. And the drama will continue. Because now you can see Uncle Mo really celebrating, laughing around, jumping, Dimwango also mocking that man. You can imagine if these people are as violent as defined, then they would have come out and fought. That is the reality, I know. So what is so good in provoking somebody, turning sarcastic, laughing about what he has done? Because he was told in the meeting, you can decide to close that road or just leave it. And I think he decided to close it because he was feeling like they are provoking him. And you can see the provocation has not ended. It is not ending because now Dimwango is telling him, you can now block the entire road, block it totally so that no one passes. They are taking videos and telling him this one will go with them to court. They are also saying the case is in court and maybe the court will decide otherwise. So these people are not ready to settle disputes at the local level. They would rather go content creation continuous. They have to create content around this. You know, they have to create a long novel on this. A short story is not enough for them, right? It's not enough for them. So I really watched this video and I was like, you people in Nyabohanse, what is wrong with you? Why do you have to create fuss around such things? Anyway, let's go back to the birthday girl. The birthday girl that is broke has finally got some support with somebody sending 20,000 shillings, and she's celebrating, saying she's going to prepare Jamaican meals, fish and chicken. The whole village will take chicken. We are waiting to see, and of course we'll be talking about it, no problem. No wahala. We always flow with the vibe, you know? We always flow with the vibe. I don't know. I don't remember the specific minute when Marwa talks about the birthday. I think it's here.
I'm also a YouTuber. I create YouTube videos. So thank you for supporting us, guys. Always. Also, you can check me out, Mwango. Thank you for... Yeah.
Even if you jump and wear.
Mara today is wearing Kenyan t-shirt.
Actually, I have extra. I'll give you one.
Even me,
I like to wear K.
yeah?
Brazil, Mexico.
Yeah, I think it's here.
$100. So I need to go to the bank. Yes. Get the money and we give them to the family. Yes. So, wow, guys, thank you.
Actually, what you could do, one thing I would suggest.
Yes.
Thank you. Man, one
Yes.
thing I would say is
Yes.
kids, because they go to school, they
Yeah.
paid somewhere lunch.
Yeah.
So when they come from school,
No, what we are doing is we're gonna go buy maize, sacks of maize, and take home. No money.
yeah,
No
that
money.
would be even
Yes,
better, so
yes.
they can have.
They say they don't have food.
Yes.
So what we do, we buy food.
Yeah, buy food and give them.
And give them.
Even beans. If
Yes,
money-
maize and beans.
Yes.
Once.
So some money has been contributed towards a certain family. I think you remember that Tadeo family who said they don't have food. So Marwa and Dimwango suggest that they are going to buy maize and beans. Maize and beans for the family. So the only food these other people, the poor people from the village can eat is maize and beans. But as for them, they can cook chapatis, they can cook rice, they can eat other stuff. This is what I don't understand sometimes, you know? This is what I don't understand. Maro has to plan for people, even including what they'll eat. But as for him in his home, what? And I don't know how fair it is for that family, because if you buy maize and beans, are you preparing that they'll be preparing githeri every day or what? Because if you need ugali, you need vegetables. So if the money has been donated by people from America and he has decided that the entire money is going to buy beans and maize, guys, what vegetables will the family use? Even if they're in the village, not everyone has that the vegetables in the village, you know? Anyway, it is what it is. Donatos on that track. Now let's get another receipt
One sack
here.
is 100 USD. We can get a half sack and have maize.
Yes,
You
yes.
can have food to eat.
Exactly. So nobody
They can enjoy.
Enjoy the
All
day.
right, guys. Beautiful day. This is my sister's car that she bought to my mom. But my mom doesn't. My mom doesn't drive it. She fears. She has fear to drive.
Coming back to
Yeah.
from shopping.
Came from Migori. Maisha was crying on the road. I decided to buy avocado.
My goodness, my goodness.
And he ate.
Yeah,
And he was happy now.
I'm
He
telling you,
continued.
son.
Are you carry porridge in the jacket?
Carrying porridge in the jacket.
Me, I walk
Hey.
with porridge like this. Yes. I rather walk like that than my child crying. Yeah, because I never know. Hey, introduce yourself.
Hey guys, greetings. I tell them.
I just say, you tell the madam who. You have good memory.
Yeah, Hotaru Grace. Hotaru Grace, thank you so much. God bless you. Yes, I'll put that money together on the birthday. They chafua everything. Because from tomorrow they start serious construction.
Yeah.
Today I'm pouring materials on my construction site. We're having problems here and there, but everything will be okay at the end of it all because change is not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy.
But it's inevitable, you know?
What God has said, it will happen.
Yeah.
Even if you jump and where.
So according to Marwa, these people
Actually, I've
who are blocking the road are jumping here and there because they don't want what God has said to happen. But in my thought, I don't believe that is the entire story. These people have a hidden story they are not sharing on internet, but they have a hidden story. Maybe their conflict started long ago and they don't want to share. Because I didn't see something big about that road. They would have sorted it out and they would have gone back to normal situation, normalcy. Because these situations happen all over the places, but people sort them out. I don't understand why in Nyabohanze, it becomes a big problem to sort out, you know. I've not actually got to understand. Somebody should enlighten me. Because up to now, I can't tell why it should be that complex, right? I don't understand. So of course the glasses for the oven have been collected and the oven is going to work right away, you know.
My name is
Yeah, meanwhile,
Mara's sister.
Dimwango visited the aunt, and of course we saw the goodies right there. But what really made the interesting video go on was what Angomo did pour a lot of money everywhere. And so the title of the video was called Secret Dowry Day. And I was like, really? Only to realize that they were giving the aunt some money, you know, like 30,000. The Uncle Mo gave 30,000 to the aunt. Of course, it's not an aunt to Uncle Mo, but it's an aunt to Dimwango. Yeah, so let's get there. That video somewhere there, right here. All right, so Uncle Mo dashing out money. The scam business is now forgotten, done and dusted.
Siku nyingi Diana. Kabisa. Sinaona leo nimefika. Nilikuwa naambia auntie nitakuja nikaona hizi shughuli haziishi. Nikasema leo acha nifike.
Now, you people, I want you to convince me that Uncle Mo did not plan for this journey. I don't actually believe what they are telling us on camera. Because for someone to take 30,000 and just dash it like that, I don't see how it could be, you know, it could be by coincidence. So these people visit this lady, and Dimwang, of course, had planned, she had budgeted, she had the lesos, the kangas. But then Uncle Mo begins to dash around money, about 30,000 shillings. And I'm like, all right. Dimwango said she's very, very broke. And Uncle Mo has coincidentally accompanied this guy, the lady, to the lady's place. But then, 30,000 Kenyan shillings. You want to tell me it can be a coincidence? You didn't even withdraw anywhere. You didn't plan for the journey. Someone just tells you, accompany me, and you are able to produce all that. We are not that foolish. Sisi si wajinga. In Kenya, that's what they say, right? Sisi si wajinga. There was a script somewhere, right? These people normally write a script and come to fool us that it was just by coincidence. Let's get here.
kitenge.
No. Nitakupata tutakutana.
Now let's see Uncle Mo there. He's surprised.
Uncle Mo, ng'ombe iko wapi? Ng'ombe iko, unamaliza kila kitu. Huyu mkongo kama ng'ombe yake nimeifunga. Ng'ombe imefungwa hapo. Ng'ombe imefungwa, hata tunamalizana kila kitu. Uncle Mo. Uncle Mo has a cow. Ng'ombe yake, raibu.
Okay, the cow has been given. Do you think that was by coincidence? And see that stash. 1 up to 30K.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Yeah, so tell me, convince me that as foolish as I am, that was a coincidence. A coincidence in Nyabohanse. Uncle Mo producing 30,000, just like that. Giving to the, is it the sister or whatever it is, because the Uncle Mo is an uncle to Dimwango, so of course this must be the sister if Dimwango calls her, calls him the lady aunt, right? So she comes here and she cheats us that it was not planned. Let's listen to this part.
Nikamwambia unaenda muwezi, wewe shauri yako. Because mimi nilikuwa nimepanga peke yangu kama surprise. Angoma akasema acha nikute hata umefanya imekuwa best.
I can actually feel the artificial story here, because there is no way you can just go about dashing money without a plan. In these economic times, I don't believe so. And Uncle Mo is not just a very big YouTuber. Compared to Dimwango, he's not a big YouTuber. And when you come to construction, he has also been doing some construction in his home. So I don't believe that this was by a coincidence that Uncle Mo decided to dash around 30,000 shillings to the sister just like that, because Dimwango has just told him, let's go visit the aunt. I don't think that happens anywhere in Africa. If not, maybe among the Luo people. And of course, they always plan for it. You will find them dashing around dollars, but they always plan for it. It doesn't happen by coincidence, guys. Now, we have already gone through 1 hour, but I just need us to close with something here. Something here.
When we say that the people want to be helped, there are so many people who are looking each and every position to talk about what am I going to do? How am I going to do? Talk about there's so many students. Even at this kind of the video, you're going to be coming from this kind of the point, this kind of the money. She can just talk about, I have seen how it is. So the way I was being helped, it's the same way I can put it to this platform, to the school and the match of the... Which kind of actual scientist who cannot even differentiate between a he and a she? An actual scientist who can just talk about this is imagine he has to shout 1, 2, 3, 4. You cannot count silently. An actual science. People are just taking outside the advantage of talking about, oh, nobody's schooled there. They pass through school, but the school never passed through them. It's only that the Femic way, and they think about they're going to be staying in that kind of the fame every time. And that's why you see, even right now, I'm talking about it. I am himself, and I take it to the bank and even quote it. He has been paying much of the boys to locate where I am. He has been paying much of the boys, including the new road has been clear. Talk about has been bad there. And I was talking about they are now constructing that road, and it will be helping much of the people who are in that ecosystem. And the boys that were there, I never needed any kind of the filmment to film them because they have nothing to offer at that kind of the position, because I'm not in terms of filming anybody at that kind of the position. I can film myself and talk about pinpoint what I want to pinpoint. So the boys have been told that what you have to do whenever you see to put him at the circle. My friend, let them try their best. And I'm telling them,
All right, so I've now got in Gintu's video, he's trying to complain, or rather raise an issue that Marwa has paid some young men to surround him and beat him up for going about and talking about him and pinpointing some matters around the village. Now, this is where I always say that maybe in this village, people who have gone to school should behave differently from those who have not, because they keep saying that people are jealous, people I don't know are illiterate, but then some of them behave in a very funny way. And of course, the reality is that as people watch out there and think that these are mere threats, these people actually let fight on each other. I believe even Gintu himself somehow, he lets people beat up somebody who is talked about him. Just like Maro is planning to also beat him up. So the shenanigans in Nyabohanza are not stopping today or tomorrow, guys. They are not stopping today and tomorrow. And let's hope that these people will change and their society will be better, so that we don't have drama, content that is all about drama and drama, drama and drama. So guys, thank you for coming here on board. For those who can actually watch me after around 30 minutes on Life Saga TV, the political channel, follow me up. And I pinned every channel that I have there. So continue supporting me, because we are just hustling and bustling on the streets. And for this channel, I'm still waiting for about 790 hours, guys. So continue watching my videos. You can play them anytime you are somewhere, even if it's at work. Just place on silent mode and do play them to enhance my minutes, and job bless. So thank you and good night.